Hi, this is Sabah Azad. You're watching me with RJ Himani on Let's Think Aloud on Radio Chutney.
Which is, I have to tell you, a radio station only for independent artists. So we don't play Bollywood music. We only play music by indie artists across the globe. So we have
Really?
singer, but originals, like no covers, just original music, and who don't have labels backing them.
Wow, that's amazing. That's good to know.
Yeah, I thought I should tell you. All right, so let's jump into the interview. This is for Crime Beat on ZEE5 Global. Looking forward to it. I saw the trailer. Looks obviously very intriguing, and I think ZEE5 Global comes up with such interesting content all the time, whether it's series and films, and you are looking very, very promising, Sabah.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Himani.
I have to ask you, what drew you to the show first, and how did the transition from such a fantastic singer or from music to acting happen?
What drew me to the show? I think to start with the script, the promise of working with Sudhir Mishra, the novel on which the script was based,
right?
Because it was based on a novel by Somnath Bhattacharya called The Price You Pay, and it was drawn from his own experiences as an investigative journalist, and then Saqib, because I've worked with him before and he's a buddy, and I was like, this is amazing. This is all the trappings of a great shoot and a show, and I was like, I'm in.
Okay, fantastic. And for you, from music to acting, was it seamless? Was it an effort? Was it something you wanted to do?
I have been acting since the age of 4. I am from a theatre family. Yeah. The moment I could start walking and stringing sentences together, I was on stage. So theatre actually came along with music for me, because the theatre company I joined also had a choir in it. My mother and my uncle were founding members of the first street theatre group in India. And so, like the oldest and first street theatre group. And so we were constantly in script reads, constantly in fittings, puppets are being made, costumes are being made, script readings are happening. After school meant we're going to rehearsal. So my the union of music and theatre was always like this from the beginning.
Right.
It was always, there was no transitioning. It was, for me, performing arts kind of blend one into the other. They're very enmeshed and they lend beautifully to each other. So I think, I think it was always going together. So there was no transitioning really.
Nice, lovely. Good to know this. I mean, good to know about, the whole street theatre thing. I had no idea about that. So fantastic. Okay, now journalism. Everyone has a lot to say, whether it is in India or out of India, about it. The ethics, the way it's done, good, bad, ugly, everything. What, according to you, quickly, Sabah, are the 2 things that journalists need to be cautious about?
I think, as we know, the media is one of the 4 pillars of democracy. So immediately there's a responsibility, there's a moral responsibility as somebody who works in the media to speak truths, and sometimes speak truths to power. So, and that's not easy. That's not easy at all. But I think truth at all costs without giving personal bias or opinion. So not letting personal bias come in the way and not giving your own opinion of what you think. These are the facts. You state the facts and we let the people who are reading decide what's correct and what's incorrect. So I think that for me is very, very essential for media. And I think just responsibility, just remembering your responsibility. I think that's the most important thing, because media actually can shape up a whole society. If you're fed propaganda, if you're being given false news over and over again, then you start believing it. You get brainwashed, So, and you can literally swing elections based on that, and then the future of the country, Yeah. So I believe it's a huge responsibility to be in the media, and the world that we live in now, media houses are owned by corporates now. So, and corporates have vested interest, their own interest in policy making, amongst other things. So I think to lean into independent journalism, independent and free press, and really seek out like the truth. Yeah.
Okay. You know, your character in Crime Beat, we saw the trailer, you play a pivotal part when it comes to Saqib's character's career. Could you tell us a little more about what your character is in the series?
So Maya is a extremely driven and passionate girl. She starts out at the lifestyle section where she doesn't want to be, because her education also is in investigative journalism, and she studied crime. She studied investigative journalism, and she really wants to get into it. But she comes from some sort of privilege, and so you know, in the newspaper, her in has been lifestyle, or tumhe de denge. We'll give you crime. You know, they keep placating her, and she's like, I only joined this to do crime. I've only done my time here because I want to do crime. I don't want to do lifestyle. It's not for me. And her arc is basically how she makes her way into the world of investigative journalism, and how that lends to the story and what her contribution is. So, I mean, she's a driven, passionate girl with a very, I think, a very centered kind of a moral compass. So, I mean, just a really interesting character to play for me.
Sabah, you know, the pap culture, what can change, especially in India? There's a dire need to be written about, be relevant at all times. Everybody talks about that, yet everybody wants a distance from the paps. So there's a lot of contradiction there as well, whether you want the paps or you don't want the paps. What do you think?
I don't know if there's a dire need to be talked about at all. I don't know if that's the truth. I think there was a certain mystique to actors from yesteryear, because you weren't in their lives all the time. You didn't know what they ate for breakfast. You didn't know where they lived. You didn't know, you know, who they were, hanging out with, or where they traveled to. And yes, now we live in a world that exists on social media, but and I understand the perils of staying away from it as a performing artist, because I'm terrible with social media. You know, I'll have a spurt of like, I'll post 3 posts in one go on like, you know, back to back in a week, and then for like 2 months I'll post nothing. You know, so I mean, I have my own kind of, you know, dialogue going on in my head about it, because I am existing in a world that exists on social media, but I do believe life is elsewhere, and it has almost become almost like a portfolio for artists now. In fact, people are being cast from social media for having huge followings, as opposed to actually being people who've been acting and interested in acting. The motivation for acting has changed. It's become money and fame, as opposed to this is my creative outlet. This is what I do. You know, so coming back to pap culture, I think for some people actually it's advantageous. For some people it's like, this is the only way I have to show myself, and maybe they're extremely talented people too. We don't know. So I don't want to make a moral judgment or, you know, stand and pontificate about pap culture. Also, that pap is also feeding his children. He's also putting food on his table. Yes, there's a culture of intrusion and kind of this morbid curiosity that people have about, you know, other people's lives, but I think everything has its place, and people utilize that. Same people who are cussing at it also utilize that pap culture to kind of get ahead in life. So,
right,
yeah, I think it's a mixed bag, and I think everything can coexist if there's mutual respect and grace, you know. So, yeah.
Okay. Finally, my last question to you: a career in acting on screen or doing stage, theatre, and shows? What drives you more? What drives that?
I will never reply to that question, because they both drive me in totally different parts of my mind. Different parts of my mind fire up, because live performance is so different. Like, you've got a live audience, you've got that one chance to get it right. The adrenaline is something else. The craft that it takes to be in front of the camera and be convincing as a realistic character is entirely a different, you know, faculty that I'm, you know, employing. So for me, it's a different craft. So I cannot choose. It's like saying choose between singing and dancing. No, they're different. I can't. You know, if you told me, okay, choose between hip hop and choose between jazz and hip hop, then I'll be able to tell you. For me, this is totally different. I can't choose. I never will. I love them both.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Sabah. Lovely
so much. Thank you, Imani.
Very best, and looking forward to seeing more of you.
Thanks. Have a lovely day. See you
too.
Bye.